Assalamualaikum friends and good people. I'm Alvina Lemia Rahab, a student at the State Islamic University of North Sumatra, majoring in English education. Oh yeah, in this video we will learn about bilingual, diglosia, and multilingual to fulfill the sociolinguistic final test. Don't forget like, comment, and subscribe. Happy watching everyone, and here we go. Bilingualism. When people speak two distinct languages, in many countries regional variation is not simply a matter of two or more dialects of a single language, but can include two or more quite distinct and different languages. There are three types of bilingual. The first is formal bilingual, developed to language systems simultaneously with a single context. And the secondly is coordinate bilingual, learn to language in distinctly separate contexts. And the third one is subcoordinate bilingual, learn the secondary language by filtering through the mother tongue. Oh yeah, we learned about characteristics of bilingual. Common characteristics of bilingual people are: first is maybe of two cultures or more cultures that uses two languages. The second is may or may not speak both language equally well. And the second one is cannot be expected to translate quickly. And the fourth is may mix both language when talking to each other. Alright everyone, the next material about diglosia. In sociolinguistics, diglosia is a situation in which two distinct varieties of a language are spoken within the same speech community. And the function of diglosia to know the difference between the formal or official variety and the informal or non-formal variety when a particular speech communities people use two versions of the same language. Types of diglosia. The first is high variety. The high variety is a pretentious and strong variety. People who want to use high language must know the function of the language. High variety is usually used in the formal situation. Therefore, it is unpleasant to use high language in informal situation. And the second is low variety. Low variety is used in informal situation. Low grade language is used by people with low prestige generally because it comes from informal situation in the community. Advantages of diglosia. The first is introducing a social dialect. Next is borrow words from other language. The third is prestige issue. And the fourth is correct use of the language in high variety. And then last is enhance good quality in writing. Alright friends and good people, the last materials about multilingualism. Multilingualism is the ability of individual speaker or a community of speakers to communicate effectively in three or more languages. Characteristics of multilingual. The first, there is the diversity of language. Second, we feel free to take an opportunity to increase the knowledge of other language. The third, creates the feelings of global citizenships. Fourth, the learning process is complex. And the fifth, the learning process is also time-consuming. And the last is, we can see that the students are behaving in liberal attitudes. Types of multilingual. The first is individual multilingualism. An individual can cure the different language simultaneously by being exposed to two or more languages from birth or successfully by being exposed to second or additional language later in life. The secondly is societal multilingualism. Multilingualism is divided into two: additive multilingualism and subscriptive multilingualism. People who are additive multilingual acquire a new language while the first language continues to be developed. Meanwhile, subscriptive multilingualism refers to a situation in which a new language is learned and replaces the first language. Function of multilingual. Function or benefit of multilingualism in education, whether formal or informal, include the following. Knowledge of more than two languages allows us to communicate with many people in both personal and professional contexts. And secondly is multilingualism opens doors for quicker and easy communication to remove the notion of fifth sticks of returns. And third things, multilingualism in education will of course enable one to avoid restrictions in communication, thus enabling him to move to another stage of communication. And the last is multilingualism provides an insight into the understanding of different cultures and experience, hence a multilingual becomes multicultural in nature. Advantages of multilingual. The first is cognitive superiorities. People with multilingual might have cognitive superiorities. They tend to have schema for everything in their lives, including people, place, things, language, and skill, which means they organize everything they know into schemas or knowledge structures. The secondly is cultural superiorities. Multilingual are also multicultural individuals who can adapt different cultures more easily. This is closely related with intercultural competence. And the last is career. Virgin language skills also enhance the possibility to get job than people who just speak one language. Thank you for watching, friends and good people, and thank you to Ma'am Dr. Solihatul Hamidah Daulay as the lecturer in sociolinguistic subject who has guided me to complete this video. Bye bye.